Hello and welcome to another Carstar video. Today we're going to be removing the door mirror from a Citroen C4 Picasso. Here we have the door mirror. On the outside there's a little gap where you can remove the cover for the bolts for the door mirror. I'm just going to take this off first to show you why we need to take off the door trim panel. Because yes, the bolts for the door mirror are here. They're two 10mm bolts. The cabling and the plug for the door mirror run down into the door trim, and that's why we need to remove the door trim. We'll start the process by removing the window switch with a very thin clip remover. Remove the switch, push onto the clip of the plug, and that's how we remove the window switch. Next we're going to remove the cover of the inner door pull handle with a flathead screwdriver. Gently do all of these removals with caution. You do not want to break anything in the process. These are the Torx screws. They're T25, and here is the Torx. It's 25. With this, go ahead and remove all three of the Torx screws, and there will also be another two Torx screws on the outside or of the door trim. There's one over here, and then there's one above this one, and then next we have to remove the door trim from the door shell, and the only thing that's holding it is clips on various parts on the inside of the door trim. On this part I like to use plastic clip removers to get in between the door trim and the shell, and I like to do this from the bottom of the door just so if anything it's not visible. Once you put those in, pull the bottom of the door trim out, and then you will need to slide it upwards to release the door trim from the door shell. Keep in mind the clips can break that hold the door trim in place, and I will show you how to put the door trim back on at the end of the video. Not a complete guide, but what to do with the clips. So now we will need to remove the door speaker. These are riveted in, so you'll need to remove the rivets. There's 4 of these, and once this one's out, the door speaker is out, we can remove the plug for the door mirror and the clips that hold it in place. So go forward and remove the plugs for the door mirror that go into the window regulator motor. Over here there's another clip. Push either side in and then push the green part of the into the door shell. Next, the only thing that's left is to wriggle the door mirror out. So back to the start of the video where we removed the outer cover. Once you remove these two 10mm bolts, I can't show you how to wriggle it out because the cable and the plugs would need to be wriggled out. There's nothing else that holds it in place. You just need to wriggle it out on your own. So if there's any clips that are left on the door shell, take them off and put them onto the door trim so it becomes a push on. So every single one that's left on the door shell. And what this does is it makes it much more easier to put the door trim back on. When you're putting the door trim, I'm just going to show you how to slide it back on and then push it onto in place. But before you put this on, you'll need to connect if there is any cables. So put the top of the door trim and slide it down into the window sill, and then because you've switched the clips from the door shell to the door trim, it's just a push on at this point, and this is pretty much how you put this back on. It's just to show you a tip. I hope you have found this video helpful. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and we will see you in our upcoming videos.